Hello and welcome to the Fantasy Threesome FPL podcast end of season special. Thank goodness it's over, eh, Ant?
Absolutely, mate. I'm so glad it's over. I mean, I won't maybe won't see you two as much, which will be very much a negative. But whew, not the best of seasons for me, boys. Not the best.
Hey, we move on. We move on. Mike, how are you?
Word up, my homies. Yeah, I'm pretty gangster. I'm fine, thank you. Yeah. You boys?
Pretty gangster, but wearing what appears to be quite a salmon-coloured sweatshirt.
Yeah. Haters gonna
Classic
hate.
gangster look.
Haters
Nothing
gonna
wrong with
hate.
salmon.
Haters gonna
Nothing wrong with salmon.
play.
God,
Boys,
it's so cool.
the last game week of the season didn't really affect our standings with us three, but you know, I mean, not that people are going to care anymore. People are here for the highlights reel later, and that is a tease. How did you get on, Mike?
I did okay. The subplot towards the end of my season was the mini league I was in with my work colleagues. I have had to go to the bank and take £80 out. So that was frustrating. Triple Spurs for him. Did it? He had Kulusevski, Son, and Kane.
Ouch.
Whereas my triple Spurs were Royale, Davies, and Kane. So, not ideal. Not ideal. I had 71 points I came out with. Madison continued his hot streak. De Bruyne too. Robertson, Saka did okay for me. But yeah, 71. Had Zaha on my bench. Funnily enough, Phil, you trailed the idea that he was going to tear Man United apart, and that he did. 9 points sat on my bench wouldn't have been enough for me in my mini league. Wouldn't have been enough for me to make any sort of difference in our league. So it was what it was. There was a dead rubber feel about it. We all three of us were on the beach, really. Come the last day of the season.
Yeah, that's fair. I should say for listeners, so this episode we've got highlights. We've got a highlights reel. We've got a mega quiz because it's what the people want. And we've got
just checking. Is it a mega quiz I'm meant to have prepared for?
Possibly,
well,
yes.
Prepared a quiz, but no, that's fine.
Well, I have.
Have I? Panic in that little face. Look at the panic.
Yeah, of course you have. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, Ant, how was your week?
Well, boys, 79 points. So I beat Mike, so that is nice. Nice to end the season on a sort of high after the fairly negative season all round. At one point, though, with Villa 2-0 up at Man City, I had Coutinho, Cash, and Mings all on my bench, who had at that point about 20 points between them. And I was thinking, oh, great, here we go. This sums up my season. Luckily for me, Ben White for Arsenal didn't play, and neither did Richarlison. So those two came off my bench for 8 points for Coutinho, 7 points for Cash. Lovely old job. So that was a little bit of luck at last. It's only taken 38 weeks, but we got there in the end. Other than that, same as Mike, I had Madison. FPL Tricks on Twitter won the punt last time, so he very kindly picked Son as my captain. So he had 12 points, double to 24, which is very nice. I bought him in Mbuemo for Brentford. Why not? I thought they might beat Leeds. Nah, nothing for that, 2 points. And then I had Kane with 10. Jesus, who's done absolutely nothing. For me, again, 2 points. And Edison with just the 1. So, I don't know about you boys. I actually started watching those games thinking it was possibly going to be the most boring final day ever. But how wrong I was. It was... the only trouble was trying to flick between the games was quite annoying because it was absolute drama. Within 5 minutes of turning the Man City game off, they were already ahead. Yeah. Crazy times.
Yeah, it was genuinely exciting. I think the only disappointment was that at no point did Liverpool top the table. So they eventually scored that second goal they needed, but by that time City had turned things around at the Etihad. So, that was a good watch.
I think I heard, and this may not be factual, but I'll say it anyway. I think I heard that Man United have been top of the table for longer this season than Liverpool.
What? I can't really. If that's true, that is an insane stat considering they got their lowest points total in Premier League history. But I mean, if that's true, wow.
Let's assume it's true because it's rare. It's rare that I get a wow from you, Anthony.
Wow. So Phil, 79 points to beat them.
Oh, absolutely not. No. There was slight rumours that Patrick Bamford could come on for 10 minutes, so I took a -8 to shoehorn him in. That backfired. That backfired fairly heavily because he was apparently fit enough for 10 minutes, but then got COVID. Classic.
Oh, Paddy B.
So I bought in Heaton just for old time's sake. Bamford and Cash, who I put as my third sub. So that was nice. Not really done anything exciting. Son, Kane, Davies, and Nketiah and Saka got me points. Everyone else did nothing. So I ended up with 63. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world.
Still not a bad score.
No, not a bad score. Not a bad score at all. So, I'll cope with that. Congratulations to Gangsters Allardyce, who did win the league despite a shaky 50 points at the end of the season. So, Daniel, Mass and Abraham, please get in touch for your mega hamper. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Congratulations. I'll read the top 10 because these people have worked very hard. So, we've got Gangsters Allardyce first. Then we've got FC Trixie. Phoebe Lawyer came in second. Harry Redmond, not Harry Redknapp. Harry Redmond, maybe it's an alias, came third. Darko Drimic, fourth. Nishita Miranal came in fifth. Daniel Seltzer, sixth. Sean Cardiff, seventh. Card Talk. Pontus Gunluck, eighth. Ismail Kabaki, ninth. And David Phillips in 10th with a huge 97 points this week.
Yikes.
Wow. Anthony, I'm going to skip forward. We've had a question come in from Alan Anonymous, and he says, Phil, did you ever get round to compiling audio of Ant's misery throughout this season? well, Alan, thank you for contacting us.
It's a great question.
It's a good question. Did you? And I was up till 1 a.m. last night, compiling just that. So some excitement for you. I hope you're ready for this, Anthony.
I'm super ready.
In chronological order, this is your season review. Yeah, how did you get on, Ant?
Well, crisis, boys. It's not just petrol, is it, boys? My team this week had an absolute shocker. I presume to rub it in, Phil, because you knew he was last on my bench. Said, "Oh, Ant, you grabbed me. God, where are you from Pinnock? He's got 7 points." Yeah, he's last on my bench, mate. Thanks for that. Just a disaster, really, boys. Let's just say you know how to push my buttons in terms of ways to aggravate me and to just poke at me, just to wind me up. And let's just say that after the Chelsea game, I saw a little message from you that said, "Don't worry, Ant. At least Havertz kept a clean sheet." So at that point, I was like, right, I'm turning off notifications. I don't want to know anything about football for the rest of the weekend. I'm done. I was so angry. Now, how a team can have somebody playing up front who is actually a midfielder in the game as well, so there should have been more points, how they can score 7 goals and him not be involved in any of them, it was almost like they were doing it on purpose to wind me up. It's an absolute tragic affair for me again this week. A net of 35. 39 I took a -4 to bring in Phil Foden. Worked well. Nice easy game home to Palace. 2 points. Brilliant, thank you, mate.
And do you want a bit of help with your team? Do you want us to go through it one by one? I can give you a bit of advice as to who to maybe move on. And
I don't need your pity. Yeah, there's more chance of me going to Mars than getting a good score on FPL, boys. If you think your season's going bad, Phil, mine continues to get worse. 47 points, boys. 47, which is a full 10 below average. So the trajectory is somehow going down. I'll tell you what's going to happen now on Saturday is I'm going to turn off WhatsApp.
Oh,
no, Anthony.
Oh, you know what you need? You know what you need?
What do I need?
What I bought my wife for Christmas.
A new bag?
Spoiler alert?
Yeah, well, she won't be listening, will she?
Good point.
It's called a Ratchkey mat, I think. Ratchkey?
Never heard of it.
Mat for back. Hold on. Shatki. Which leads us nicely into Ant's week. But before
Rubber Ducky's had he's just commented on the YouTube on the Google. He says, "I really don't understand Ant's logic of his team. How does he end up with these players?"
It's a fair point, Rubber Ducky. I'm wondering that myself, my friend.
It's coming from all angles, isn't it?
I'm sat here with a net 27 at the moment, boys. It's good, isn't it? Great. brought in Saint Maxima. That worked well.
And I think there's a lot to improve. You know, the aim is to win.
Oh, good. My game week this week was 6.4 million. Pretty good going. There's only 8 million in the game. I don't think the pain can get much worse. Well, you won't be surprised. The theme has not changed this week, people. It's another shocker. It's in the Matt Pocket range of shocking. This one again.
In your free hit team, Ant,
Yes.
I see that you put Origi in, who was injured at the time. Why?
Well, yeah, because I'd run out of money. And
Yeah,
I
but
used it
even-
up my bench.
But even then, you could get someone cheaper than him and then improve your team elsewhere.
There is a reason, Phil, that I am at the bottom of the three of this.
But I keep losing. This game week scores are bruising. I felt he needed this music in his mind, saying it's gonna be alright. Cause his players never play. And his haters gonna hate. He's still gonna have to play. Don't give up.
Below average again, boys. 44. Dear oh dear.
Took out Livramento. He, of course, scored 12 points in Southampton's win against Everton. Bear in mind, that's the highest points he scored in a single game week all season.
That's now 23 weeks, even and counting, consecutive crap weeks.
Highlight, Anthony.
Highlight. No, I don't think there's been one.
Do you want me to try and find one
No.
for you?
Yeah, be my guest. I think you'll find my highest score is 84 in game week 4. So I would suggest that would be it. I mean, don't forget that's the same score that Salah got as triple captain for you the other day.
Oh, there you go, Anthony. I'm glad that it's turned around for you in the last game week, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, God, that was miserable, wasn't it? It's also so funny. I've actually got tears, but good times, eh? Yes, sounds even worse than I remember it. But
I love that the whole thing opened with, "It's not just petrol." It's great.
Oh, cost of living crisis and my crisis of an FPL team. Yeah, nice that I could at least end on a positive and win the game week. And somehow I went from 3.2 million overall rank to 1.7. So that's not too shabby. So I was on a little run. Didn't want the season to end, boys. No, I did. But Phil, I don't believe you've yet declared what is the final prize for this amazing camper that Daniel has won. What are you sticking in there this week?
Good point. Well made.
It is a good point.
Rummaging around his office.
Yeah.
Can I find anything?
So if Daniel lets me know if he's got a close relative who's got a big birthday coming up soon, I will give him the Hot Shuffle cake molds to bake a number birthday cake in from work. So if he's got a son who's 5, I'll send him a cake mold in the shape of a number 5 so he can make him a big cake.
Brilliant.
Lovely stuff. Nicely done. Smooth.
Thank you very much. So gents, let's talk our top fantasy football moments this season. Maybe personal, on a personal level. It may be it may be just throughout the season you kind of remember it vividly. What would you say has been your top moment, Mike?
Well, certainly not due down to a shortage of thought or research. I've thought long and hard about this, but have concluded that just enjoying the banter with you has been my highlight.
Does sound like a lack of research.
No, not for a second. Goodness me, I really did trawl back through all those scores and podcasts, and I felt that a generic response was the most appropriate one. Yeah.
Fair.
Yep, that's fair enough. Do you want statistically your highlight of the season? Because I've
Oh,
done
yes,
some work.
please.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
please. Yeah, thanks. That'd be great.
Well, I'll give you your season's statistics, Michael.
Okay.
So, total transfers made.
Oh,
216.
is that good? Do I win on that? This is just top trumps. Would I be winning?
You'd
Yes,
win on
more
that.
than me.
That at a cost of 288 points. So some of
Yowzers.
those transfers must have been in free hits and whatnot. Your most transferred in players, your top 3, were Ivan Toney, who you transferred in seven times.
Yeah. Love-hate relationship with that guy.
Yeah, Harry Kane. Harry Kane 7 times. Can you guess who the third most transfer player in that you went for?
Was it Mo Salah?
It wasn't Mo Salah. No.
Can I guess?
Yes, Anthony.
Rafinha.
Oh, it's a good guess. But you're both wrong. The
Oh,
answer, of course,
shame.
is Scott Carson. 5 times. he transferred in.
Did I?
Wow.
Did I really?
Yeah,
That's not as good as me bringing in Origi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and he was your equal most transferred out player, Scott Carson, 6 times. Trent, you transferred out 6 times. Your best game week, Mike, and actually the best game week, I think, out of all of us.
Wow.
Your best game week was a 30k game week in game week 10. This is an astonishing game week. So 30k overall out of 9 million. You took a minus 20 that week.
Yeah.
To get a bench to do your bench boost. So you frittered away your bench boost on a single game week 10, to do your bench boost, which your bench got you 9 points. So that was a good investment. And you ended up on 79 points. And somehow that was still...
Why is that my best game week?
Because overall, 30k out of everyone in the world that week.
Oh, right.
So
that is insane.
Go me.
So, yeah, go. Your worst game week 35. You finished 6.6 millionth that week. You ended up on 24 points after taking a 12-point hit.
Yeah.
And your highest score was game week 36 when you got 120 points when KDB got you 60 points as a captain.
Good times. Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Interestingly,
I was just warming up towards the end, I felt. But never mind.
Too little, too late.
Yep.
Interestingly, you have the highest average game week rank out of all of us.
Of course I do.
Of 2.1 million. But,
I don't really understand what any of this means, but it sounds quite positive.
Doesn't it just?
Sounds like you should have won, Mike.
Anthony, what was your what's been your top fantasy football moment this season?
Oh, comparing my week to petrol. Well, taking 36 game weeks to get to 100 points and being so happy to finally get 3 figures, only to find you two boys still beat me. Good times.
Oh.
Yeah, Livramento getting 20 points over 2 game weeks after he'd not even been playing. Havertz not even getting an assist in the 7-0 win. That was right up there. But more recently, Jesus in Man City's double game week, he scored 10 goals, Man City. 2 points for Jesus. That was pretty good.
This don't sound like highlights.
This sounds
sarcastic highlights.
Phil, have you played that clip again? Have you started again?
Well, according to the stats, Phil, I'm sure you've got them to hand. But looking at my stats, in theory, I don't really remember it. Game week 30 should be my highlight because I came 78,000th in the game week rank, which is by far my best. I mean, Mike coming 6.5 million. I mean, I came in the 6 millions about 5 times.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if you've got any more stats there,
I can load you up.
Please do go for it. I would love to hear them.
Who's your most transferred in player? Now, bear in mind that Mike's most transferred in player was transferred in 7 times. Your most transferred in player was only transferred in 3 times.
Well, I know that I've only made 47 transfers this season. I have a feeling it was 47.
Won't be winning top trumps like that, mate.
Well,
Next season.
You actually made, including like wildcards and stuff, you actually made 91.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go for, I think it might be Sir Maximan, isn't it?
No, it's Ron Dennis.
Oh, was it really?
Watford, yeah, 3 times. And then you transferred in loads of players twice. Your transfers only cost you 64 points this season compared to Mike's 288.
And yet I still finished over 100 points behind him. Look at that.
Yeah, boring.
Mike
boring, yeah.
Mike got 3 scores of 100 or above. You got 1. Your
kick a guy while he's down.
Your worst game week was game week game week 12, where you finished 6.4 million. 4 of your players only got 1 point that week. Your most transferred out player. Any guesses?
Transferred out? No, I really have no idea. Go on.
It was Tierney 4 times.
Was it? Why?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
And yeah, your average game week rank was 3.4 million.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic. I've just seen that I got 225 points less than I got last season as well. Yowzers.
Wow. And this season, it's fair to say that, like, even if you got more points than you got last season, you may well have finished lower because there's so many
Standard
more
is high.
people. Yeah, standards high, and because it's a standards high, but also there's so many double game weeks because of COVID and stuff that weren't there in previous seasons. So you have got the opportunity to get more points. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Phil, let's hear some of your stats then.
So Phil Stats made 130 transfers at a cost of 172 points. 64 of those points that I spent were in the last 5 game weeks.
Yowks. You did go a bit transfer crazy at the end, didn't you?
Yeah, I just got a bit bored at the end and made some transfers. FPL Harry watching along. Great to see you. Hello, mate.
He had an incredible season, by the way, didn't he? I saw on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well done, Harry.
Pretty special stuff. Another level to us.
Yeah. We can only dream.
Most transferred in player, Reece James. Top 3: Reece James, Kevin De Bruyne, and any guesses for the third?
Dennis.
Patrick Bamford.
Of course.
Just on the off chance he might play sometimes.
Did he actually ever play for you?
Oh, like about 20 minutes.
Amazing.
Most 16. It was 16 minutes.
Wow.
Most transferred out player, Weghorst and Reece James. Best game, 81k in game week 28, where I got 133 points. I got the worst game week rank out of all of us.
No way. Surely not.
Not average, because obviously that's you, but
Thank
the
you.
worst was 6.9 million.
Oh,
pretty bad. In game week 23, which you may remember was the game week where everyone captained, and including myself, Dennis of Watford, and he got me -2, and I ended up on 27 points.
Yikes.
Highest score, game week 26, 139 points. I got 4 finishes of 100 or more, and an average rank of 2.4 million.
Do you think you would have done this research if you'd been in Ant's position?
I think
it feels like a humble brag.
Yeah, okay. Well, it might feel that way, but I promise you it's not. Mike, what are you eating?
Domino's, not the game, the pizza.
The assumption was pizza and not the game, so don't you worry about that. Mike,
well, in Malaysia, where we're very popular, they may not have Domino's. I don't know, but they probably do actually play quite a lot of Domino's. I think it's quite popular in the Far East.
Well, it's
so
like
best to be sure.
Mahong, is it Mahong?
Yeah,
Mike,
you appear to be lining up some kind of sound clip.
Sound clip. This is your food diary for the season. Please do enjoy.
Okay.
What are you eating?
I'm here. I've brought my dinner with me. A little bit of frittata.
Well, I thought I'd try the rather exotic sounding chicken empandas. It's sort of a cross between a samosa and a pasty.
Just a little bit of pate on toast. Much to my frustration, we only have rock salt in the house, and I don't understand why. Well, first of all, surely all salt is from a rock, and secondly, what's the point? You just got massive lumps of salt. Where's the light sprinkling? Who thought this was a good idea?
I've gone for some gyoza chicken dumplings with a homemade soy and sesame sauce.
Oh, that's going to lay heavy.
Oh no, it's good. It's really good.
I popped into the co-op on my way home to get a lettuce,
a Christmas buffet. Just whack it all between a slice of bread. Just everything. Just pop some pork pie. Yeah, fine. Some crisps. Some beans. Yeah, some cold beans. Yeah, not enough people have cold baked beans on their buffet. Anyway, that's for another day. Some beetroot, some pickled onion, some salad cream, chops to garden, between 2 slices of bread. Lovely stuff. I am eating homemade saag paneer at the moment that I made it on Sunday. As somebody who's basically gone vegan in the last couple of weeks by eating spinach and fresh air, I can tell you it's pretty tasty stuff.
I'm eating some Korean dumplings this evening whilst recording to try and fire on Hwang.
Cajun chicken sizzler on the stuffed crust base, minus the shredded chicken, swap it out for chicken breast, leave the Ricchito peppers on, but a bowl, please, to pop them in as soon as it's served. A tomato and ham flatbread
Oh gosh.
with saucy sauce. Ant, would you take the sausage?
I would always take the sausage, Mike. Obviously.
Talking of legends, someone's just, I mean, this is ridiculous. Someone's just turned up at my desk with a quarter pounder of cheese from McDonald's. Wow.
I mean, I've just
Wowee.
I've just seen you eat a whole meal and 2 very large cookies.
I know.
But it's a free burger.
Anybody eating ready salted crisps is a psychopath in waiting.
That was lovely.
Yeah, a lot of people ask what's Mike going to be eating today, so it's good to cover it all.
Yeah. Well, just a really bog standard Texas barbecue. I didn't even do any alterations. I was in a bit of a hurry today on the Domino's. So
this is where you now get Domino's every Friday at work, yeah?
Yeah, I became director of the company. About a month ago, and coincidentally, we now have pizza every Friday for lunch. Make of that what you will.
Okay.
An extra holiday.
And extra holiday. Yeah. But yeah.
Boys,
Got to be some perks, lads. Got to be some perks.
This is true.
A lot of people will be tuning in saying, Phil, Mike, and we need a quiz. Nothing's
they
resting on
will.
it, but they'll be saying, we tune in for your fancy football quizzes. So we've each got a little one. So
Speak for yourself.
Who wants to go first?
Sound clip that.
I can go first if you want, boys.
Anthony, there you go.
Any theme tune, Phil? No theme tune. To play?
Yeah, I can go for a theme tune.
It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz. The loser gets their captain picked by a listener with great instinct. Sometimes cruel and sometimes kind. The listener is always right. It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz.
There you go, Ant.
There we go. So similar to what you did, Phil, last week, I will be describing a player, but only using their FPL stats from this season.
Okay.
So I've got 5 players here, first to 3. So it's going to be open to both of you at the same time. So if you think you know, I've got 5 stats about each one lined up.
Okay.
As soon as you think you know the answer, say your name, and we will see if you're right. If you're wrong, we get to throw it over to the other person. Okay?
Yep.
I like it.
Is that clear?
Yep.
Right then. Player number 1, stat number 1. They finished on 192 points. Second stat. Their price was the same at the end of the season as it was at the start of the season.
Whoa.
Oh, what's the matter?
Give us a chance.
What's wrong?
Well, just give us a chance to answer.
Oh, I did give a little pause.
Well,
I mean, how much of a pause would you like?
I mean, I've seen kittens with bigger pauses. Right.
Bigger
so,
would you like me to say them again for you, Phil? Because I know you're a little bit doddery.
No, 194 points. And then
Doddery.
192
points. So okay, I'm going to say Aaron Cresswell.
I'm going Bernardo Silva.
Incorrect. So their second stat, which you may or may not have heard, was that their price is the same at the end of the season as it was at the start.
Gundogan.
You got to say your name first, Phil.
Phil Gundogan.
No, you're wrong.
Do I have to say my name as well, or because you said my name, Mike, I'm covered, or?
You don't need to say your name. It's been thrown over.
Oh, thank you. I will go for Kevin De Bruyne.
No. So, stat number 3. They were selected by 23% of players by the end of the season.
Mike,
sorry,
James
mate, my
Maddison.
connection dropped a bit. I didn't hear that clue.
Oh, wow. The clue was that they were selected by 23% of players at the end of the season. Mike guessed James Maddison, which I can confirm is incorrect. So we throw it over.
23%. I'm going to go Andy Robertson.
Wrong. Stat number 4. They scored 13 points on 4 occasions.
Mike.
Phil.
Always Mike first.
Unlucky loser. Mikel Antonio.
Incorrect. Phil.
Reece James.
Wrong. So one more stat. If neither of you get it after this, I will simply say the club they play for, which should really give it away. So the last stat then, they scored 17 goals this season.
Oh, did they
Phil.
really?
Harry
Go on,
Kane.
Phil. Correct.
Yeah.
Well done. So I would have thought you might have got it off some of those stats there, boys. But
Yeah.
that was harder than I thought. Good. So 1-0 to
Nice.
Phil. Player number 2. They finished on 100.
Oh gosh, how many of these you got? Sorry.
Let's do
Five.
best of
Best
three.
of 3.
That's-
Best.
yeah.
But you only want best of 3.
Well, just bear in mind that I've got a quiz and there's a highlights reel, Anthony.
Oh, okay. So Mike, you kind of need to get this.
I've got a quiz.
175 points total for this player.
Phil.
Who was the last player we just had? Sorry.
Andy Robertson.
No, it was Harry Kane.
Oh, yeah,
and no,
thanks.
it's not Andy Robertson. So Mike, throw it over.
Trent.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know why I stumbled
Yeah,
there.
that's yeah.
Their highest individual score was 16 points in game week 24 against Leicester.
Phil.
Yes,
But Jared Bowen.
incorrect.
Raheem Sterling.
Wrong. Stat number 3. This isn't going to help. They finished on 3 yellow cards for the season.
You may as well have said, oh, they've got size 7.5 shoes.
I might as well done, just to throw it in there. Any guesses
Phil.
from that? Go on.
I guess. Oh, go on.
Oh, wait, there is a Phil.
Gundogan.
Wrong.
Sadio Mane.
Wrong. They ended this season on 17% ownership.
Phil.
Yep.
Joel Matip.
Wrong. Mike?
Edison.
Wrong. The last one then before the club. They finished 0.8 higher in value than they started the season.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, that's quite a bit of growth, that.
There's a bit of growth.
Oh,
But does it help?
Well, it helps a little. Okay.
Mike.
Go on.
Benrahma.
Wrong.
No, it's not. Phil. Sadio Mane.
Wrong.
You said Sadio Mane, you donut.
You
Oh, I
have
thought
already
that was
said
the
so.
last one.
Listen up, Phil. Come on. So this is it now, boys. I'm simply going to name the club. Liverpool.
Phil.
Yeah.
Trent.
Wrong.
I've already said
Phil.
Trent as well.
Oh
Unbelievable.
my goodness, he's really not paying attention. Forward into
Jota.
submission. Yes.
Oh.
Mike, well done.
Goes
So
to the decider.
It does. We play on. So this player finished the season costing 6.1 million.
Oh,
Edison.
good day indeed.
Mike Edison.
Wrong.
Phil. Jared Bowen.
Wrong.
Yeah,
They were their team's highest scorer with 142 points.
Phil.
Yeah.
Saka.
Wrong.
Oh, that's nice,
Oh.
though, Phil. It's nice, that.
Good guess. Mike.
It was a good guess. I was really pleased with that.
Mike James Maddison.
Wrong. They ended the season with 9.6% ownership.
Phil.
Yes.
Dennis.
Wrong.
Ooh. Yeah. Ben Davies.
Wrong. They didn't get double figures in any game week.
Wow,
Oh,
really?
So it's just consistency.
Mm,
Phil. Allison.
wrong.
Oh, highest scoring player for the team. Use your brain, Phil. You muppet.
You need to really listen to the clues. So over to you, Mike. One more clue after
Nick Pope.
this. Oof. No, I'm afraid it's wrong. So the last one before I name the club, they finished 0.1 of a million higher than when they started.
Phil.
Any guess? Go on.
Jamie Vardy.
It's a good guess, but it's wrong. Mike.
Richarlison.
Oh, another good guess, but wrong. So here we go, boys. This is going to give it away. The club is Norwich.
Mike.
Phil.
Yep. Definitely Mike.
Blimey, Phil, just by a stretch.
It's definitely Mike.
Go on, Hanley.
Timu Pukki.
Oh, you would be correct, Mike. Congratulations.
Well,
Oh, well
there's the
done,
win.
Mike.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
The key thing there was for you did need to say your name.
Yeah.
So
Sorry
if
about
it's
that.
best of 3, Mike, you win 2-1.
Well
Brilliant.
done. Boys,
Thank you.
I've got a little quiz for you.
Oh God, no. Please.
Here we go.
We've got
Here
22
we-
minutes.
Or cheese.
Oh,
Here we
God.
go.
Oh no.
Oh, it's time for play or cheese. It's the player, it's the cheese. Cloud Rockford, Montgomery, Bree don't sound like real players to me. It's time for player or cheese. It's the player, it's the cheese. Give the beta, you will see as a speciality the Sudanese. Oh, it's time for player or cheese. It's the player, it's the cheese. Oh, it's time for player or cheese. If you know your cheese, it'll be a breeze.
There we go. So
Wow.
Well, I have missed this. I really have.
Yeah,
you go.
I've missed it in a way, in that in the same way that I've missed having COVID.
Okay. So I'll rattle them off. Who's going first?
How many are there, Phil?
There's 12. But
Best-
I've got.
Should we
I've got
do
a
best
decider.
of 3?
Best of
No.
3. As soon as you cut mine down.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Mike can
Me.
because he won the last one. Seems fair.
Mike. The first. So for those who haven't listened before, I will give you the name of a footballer. They may be made up. The surname may be actually a cheese, or they may be a player who's available on Fantasy Football. Michael.
Hello.
Honza Abatam.
Yeah, cheese.
It is a Czech cheese.
Yeah.
So Mike gets
Smooth.
the point.
1-0.
Anthony. Tyler Dibbling. Tyler Dibbling.
Never heard of him, but I'm going to say player.
He's a Southampton midfielder. Yes, very good.
Good.
Mike.
Hello.
Tiago Kukur.
I'm going to say cheese.
He's a 4.5 million Watford forward, I'm
Oh, I knew it'd be
afraid.
I knew it'd be Watford.
That is a shame.
Okay. Okay.
Anthony.
Yes.
Olivo Rachera. Olivo Rachera.
I'm going to go cheese.
It's an Italian cheese. Congratulations.
Well done, that man.
Amazing.
Mike.
Hello.
Alexander
Oh, we're still going.
Holtzhoffer.
Okay.
Alexander
Holtzhoffer. I'm going to say player.
Play. It's a Swiss cheese, I'm afraid, Mike.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This has
Mike.
not gone well.
Anthony.
Yes.
Salah Ulad Mahand. Salah Ulad Mahand.
I mean, if this is a player, it would be mental. So I'm going to go cheese.
It is a
It's
player. It's
an
definitely
Arsenal
a player.
midfielder.
Yeah.
It's an
What?
Arsenal
I knew that one.
midfielder.
I actually knew
Didn't
that
even
one.
know that. Wow,
First
that's
name-
insane.
First name Salah. Very strange.
Love that. Love
but-
that. Okay.
Yeah, I love the commitment. So who's next? Mike.
Hello.
Tapio Justelepa. Tapio Justelepa. I'm trying my best on these
Player.
pronunciations. It's a Finnish cheese.
Oh.
You're struggling here.
The crowd's gone wild.
Yeah, finish.
Is that a hint? Anthony.
No. Okay, carry on.
Anthony.
Yes.
Anthony. Paris Maghoma. Paris.
Never heard of
Maghoma.
anyone in the Premier League called Paris, so I'm going to say cheese.
It's a Brentford midfielder,
I was
4.5
gonna
million. You
say,
boys are terrible at player
Brother
cheese.
of Jules Maghoma, who played for Burton.
Stat.
Michael.
Hello.
Honey Bagada. Honey Bagada.
Sounds like an adult film actress. I'm gonna say player. Play on player.
It's a German cheese. Come on, boys.
Oh,
You are
no.
terrible at this.
Yeah.
I thought
I
you'd
think I'm
have done
winning 2
research.
to 1 at the moment. 2 to
It's
1, but this is
2-1,
tragic.
Ant. Boys, you knew this was coming. So, Anthony, Nicholas Chalahocker.
Cheese.
Swiss cheese. Congratulations, Ant.
Yes. Straight in there.
Michael, Ladislavs Ochiepka.
Player.
It's a Slovakian cheese. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
He's having a mare. Oh, dear.
Anthony,
Yes.
Armstrong Okoflex.
Player.
Oh, and that puts him 4-1 up, level in turn. So he wins. Mike, I've got an easier one for you here.
What club does he play for, by the way? Sorry.
West Ham, 4.4 million midfielder. Ryan Babybell.
I will say cheese.
Correct. Well done. But it didn't count. So Ant won 4-2. Well done, Anthony.
Well done.
Oh,
Ant.
well.
That
Little bit of
for
pride
everyone was player or cheese.
We don't need to play the theme tune again. Okay.
Okay, he's gone for it. Yeah.
Cloud Rockford, Montgomery, Bree don't sound like real players to me. It's time for player or cheese. Is he a player? Is he cheese? Give the beta, you will see as a speciality the Sudanese. So it's time for
Yeah, we get the idea. We get the
All I
idea.
can see on screen is Mike's crotch.
Yeah, you know what that means, lads.
Oh,
I
no.
don't
We
think
don't
I want
have,
to know what that means.
we don't have time for
That's-
guess
that's
what's in
gonna
your
be-
crotch.
Guess what's in Mike's pockets? Right to the left.
Oh goodness.
Okay,
Right,
you
so-
have got a maximum of 4 minutes for your quiz.
Oh, that seems fair. So, would you like left pocket or right, Ant?
I'm going to go your left pocket because I can see your left pocket.
Oh, can you? Okay. Well, okay.
Now
Well,
I
stop that immediately. No, right. Okay. So left pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So my left pocket is here. Here it is.
So for
What's-
new listeners, we are now guessing what's in Mike's pocket.
Looks like
This
there's
really
Okay.
nothing in
You've
Mike's
got.
pocket.
We're
does
gonna
not
put.
work great for audio.
We're gonna put 1 minute 30 on the clock. People are gathered in the office. They're keen to know what's in Mike's pocket. We're gonna put 1 minute 30 on the clock, please, Phil. And
Okay.
Ant's gonna have 1 minute 30 to guess what's in my left pocket. Are you ready, Ant?
I'm super ready.
Your time starts.
I
as
can only answer
soon-
yes or no.
Your time starts as soon as you hear Nigella Lawson.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
exotic.
Let's go.
Is it a slice of Domino's?
No,
Is it something you would find in a pencil case?
no,
Is it something you would use on a computer?
no,
Is it something you could wear?
no.
Is it something you might find in the kitchen?
Maybe.
Is it hard?
Well, is it hard? Yes. Just someone's
it
checking that
small?
for me. Yeah, I've got a colleague here checking. Is it small? It's quite small, but hard.
It's quite small but hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't actually say what I want to say. Small, hard could be used in the kitchen.
Could be found.
Is it a knife?
It's not a knife.
Oh, is it a spoon?
It's not a spoon.
What could you use in the kitchen?
20 seconds.
Oh, this
20
is
seconds
painful.
left, mate. Come on.
Is it a dishcloth?
No. How many hard dishcloths do you know?
Good point. I've lost my mind after player or cheese.
This has gone wrong.
Is it a pound coin?
It's not a pound coin, no. Although.
Exotic.
Time's up. That is a shame. That
Was
is
it
a shame.
was it your mobile phone?
No, I can reveal it was a packet of love hearts. Hard luck.
Oh,
Hard luck. Phil,
Tricky.
your turn. Right
Tricky.
pocket. Some people tend to think the right pocket's trickier. Who knows?
Yeah. It's,
Let's play. What's in Mike's pocket?
Okay, wait for Nigella.
It could get messy.
There's
Okay,
Nigella. Let's go.
Is it something you have in your house?
Yes.
Does it live in your kitchen normally?
No.
Lounge?
No.
Something you use in the bedroom?
No.
Is it just something you carry around with you on a day-to-day basis?
No.
Is it something that performs a function?
It does perform a function.
So it's a functional. Is it a tool of
functional
some
item.
sort?
It's a tool of some sort. Yes. In that it provides a function, I guess.
Okay. Is it electronic?
No. Although you can get electronic ones.
Okay. Is it a scooter?
It's not a scooter.
Okay.
Scooter.
Is it something you would eat?
No.
Is it a mouse?
No.
Is it?
Oh wait, there. Sorry. Do you mean rodent or do you mean computer accessory?
I mean either. Is it,
Yeah, it's neither. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it something that you would give as a nice gift?
No.
Is it
Although
worth less?
I do get one every year.
Is it worth less than a? Oh, is it a
Father
toothbrush?
Christmas. It is a toothbrush.
Could get messy.
Yeah.
I mean-
Well done.
A, was that 90 seconds? And B, you gave him quite a big clue.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did.
We'll never know. We'll
Favoritism
never
there.
know.
The Botto favoritism, unbelievable.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Well,
Felt
that's
like
one
a-
win. That's one win each. One win each. How
Ah,
lovely.
what a harmonious way to end the season.
Indeed.
Boys, I've got a highlights reel for you. And
Lovely.
just time-wise, I think it's what the listeners might want to hear now. So keep your mics on. You can comment throughout if you want. this highlights reel, because I was putting it together last night. It took me 6 hours, so don't worry about it. I mean, don't worry about it. The highlights reel kind of indicates who, like when we go off on tangents, see if you can work out from the highlights reel who causes the tangents. Okay.
My guess would always be Mike.
I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was worth the late night. Please do enjoy. I think Furpo, he's my big tip this year.
I captained, firstly, Ryan Bertrand. And through the radio it comes, some sweet, sweet COVID for Ryan Bertrand. And he was unable to play. And, of course, it doubles me up to 40 for Fernandez. Lovely old touch.
Phil, you touched it in China and then bought it home. You put your fingers in
China.
the
I bought it in China. And then I touched it at home.
Oh, okay.
You look a bit like a trapped dog in one of those adverts. You might remember last week I mentioned that at 3:05 on the last match day, I transferred out somebody, it seems so long ago now, Danny Ings, and I brought in Jesus.
Yeah.
Then I transferred out Jesus about 3:10. So he had to the tune of 4 points. He'd not even got the chance to play a game because I bought in Lukaku.
Good
Okay.
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a good
great.
signing. Yeah.
Anyway, I've been thinking about it, and I'm afraid Lukaku has suffered a similar fate. I've transferred out Lukaku and bought in Cristiano Ronaldo.
Wow.
So there's two players there that have come in without even having a game week under their belts that have been
points.
And have cost me points. They've been whisked away. So I've spent 16 points, I think, this transfer window. Oh, George, just leave Dennis alone. Ranked probably second only to April O'Neil for me there in terms of cartoons that I've found quite attractive.
What about the lady from Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Jessica Rabbit.
yeah.
That's so cliched, Phil. Come on, think outside the box.
Or
Still, at
what
least-
about the bunny from the Cadbury's Caramel adverts?
Yeah, she was sultry.
I mean,
Very sultry.
I seem to be quite into rabbits. Well, this is
Yeah, Lola Bunny, Phil, from Space Jam 2.
too young for me. I like my rabbits aged. Okay. Anthony, finish me off. Spurs, Chelsea.
Good grief. I know it's late, but does it come to that?
Excellent.
I love you dearly, but not that much.
What happens if a magpie fights a wolf? Wolves host Newcastle. I can tell you guys that there have been quite a few occasions where magpies have eaten wolves.
But they like shiny things.
Well, shiny things and eating eyes out of wolves.
I was with Mike on Saturday, and he told me that he once castrated a pig with plastic hands.
By the end of the show, I'll have a name for my pig adoption scheme.
Okay.
Something to look forward to.
I've just written down pork chops just to remind me. Oh, hello, dear.
And hello there.
Hello, we're smoking the pancakes in Holland. My name is Jasper.
Okay,
Hello,
where is
it's Mario here from Turin.
to Jamaica?
Oh, yeah, man. How we doing?
Yeah, how are you? Who are we speaking to, please?
Hello, my name is Marcel, and I'm from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, man. Well, hello there, Phil. It's Seamus here. Bonjour.
Bonjour, ça va?
Ah oui, ça va bien, merci. Et toi?
Yep. Yeah. How are you?
Ah, oui bien, oui bien. It is me, Marcel.
Again, Marcel.
Popular
Wow.
name.
It is a popular name tonight.
Oh, did I say Marcel earlier on?
A little bit.
Maybe you heard Marcel earlier on. Hold on, it is Marcel. I put you on to my brother, Jean-Pierre. Hello, Jean-Pierre here, live from France. Good evening, Fancy Fish and Podcast.
Hello there, Jean-Pierre. How did France get on during the international break?
They played very well. We played. Careful of the ball, actually. Bonjour.
5,500-year-old leather shoe was found in Armenia. Very historical place. I mean, everywhere is historical.
I was going to say, as our most places, really.
Push!
Breathe.
Push!
Breathe.
If you can put the two teams play on a holiday, which two teams would you match up and which holiday? So,
Well, okay. Well, I'm going to take them to Butlins.
Sully and Hull.
Oh
Yes.
my good grief!
Oh, brilliant. Oh, dear.
What would be your ultimate Christmas present, either real life or fantasy football?
I mean, how ultimate are we going here?
Yeah, I was just like,
What's the budget? Because otherwise, I'd just have a new house or a new car, or I'd have £1 million.
Okay,
Just buy me a voucher.
£20,000.
£20,000.
well, while
I would buy. I'd buy Delta Goodrem for the night. Like, no, not for any sort of rudery, unless you.
I mean,
that.
I am not, too into Dr. Dre. I don't look like one of Dr. Dre's typical listeners.
Ironically, you do look a bit like somebody that might work for a Russian Olympic doctor. Talking of which, Phil, have you still got wood?
Oh, wow.
I'm a bit concerned because, I came out with 65 points, but it's saying that I made 4 transfers, and I just wonder if it's just defaulting to that because I don't remember making 4.
That's amazing.
My squad looks the same as it's looked for the last couple of weeks, so I don't know what's happened.
You brought in Ivan Toney,
That's what I last spent.
Jared Bowen, Mason Mount, and on the back of all his recent good form, Mikel Antonio.
I think yes. I think I transferred Jared Bowen out straight away for Mason Mount. That's what happened.
That's what, yeah. So you
Jared Bowen was transferred in and transferred out.
That's what you talked about last week, where you brought him in and then transferred him out without him even actually keeping the ball in your team. I'll tell you now, most people I know, their kids have opened all their presents by 6 a.m. Well, harsh. I'm glad you're not my dad.
You circulate.
Christmas Day, the most fun day of the year, but don't open any presents because that's too much fun.
No,
It's not madness, boys. You're madness.
You make it last, don't you? It's not cruelty. They've just opened a whole stocking full of presents.
Yeah, what? Oh, yeah. Play with this toothbrush for the next 3 hours.
Yes, it's great fun.
This
And
is bonkers.
what have your kids had for breakfast?
Biscuits.
Get if you want.
Well, Martin, Edward, Chris Wood, Decore, Kentucky Daily, Ali, Chris Wood. I famously bought a pair of Ugg boots for my now wife for Valentine's Day. And we hadn't been dating very long, but I spent £200 on these Ugg boots. And she finished with me that afternoon. Only right that we mentioned Dennis King Electrical in York, based in Middlefort Business Park, but they do offer mobile electrical repairs. It would be silly if you had to take your electrical goods to them.
Here's a prediction. Chris Wood won't play.
Yeah, agreed.
Why?
Unwritten rules in contracts, lads.
Well, he hasn't been signed from Leeds. He's been signed from Burnley.
Good point, well made. He may well play.
Wow. The return, the much anticipated / feared return of Player or Cheese.
Oh, my ears are bleeding.
That little trail that was indicative perhaps of how long the last game went on for.
Favorite cheese, quickly.
Derrily.
What? I don't mind getting my fingers and thumbs in there and licking out the old Derrily.
Wow.
Okay.
That
nice
is,
mental image.
let's sound clip that for the end of season.
Wordle. It's a rubbish Wordle. It's a rubbish quiz. But we all love it. It's Wordle. Let's play. So a little curveball there for you.
Are we just going to carry on with the Riverdance stuff, or Phil? Have you lost the ability to use the stop button? Oh, this is amazing. DJ Phil on the decks. He's disappeared. How do we then, gang? So what's happened here? Is Philip is responsible for the DJing and he's disappeared on us, leaving Irish music on loop. There we go. It's gone. Thank goodness.
There you go, gents. There you go.
Wow.
That is
Sweet
what,
memories.
it's what we got up to this season. Any particular memories stand out?
Most of them, I'll be honest, I'd forgotten pretty much all of those had happened. So that was nice. Little trip down memory lane. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Good to look back.
I don't have a thing for rabbits. Just
Yeah.
you know.
Well, no, only aged ones apparently.
Yeah.
Mm.
True.
Yeah.
Gents, it's been a unique season. Another COVID-stricken season at the start, which we kind of forget about. But it's over now. We may or may not be back for previewing the next season, if you boys are up for it.
Oh, I'll be back.
Always.
Oh, always. Oh, that's a promise. Thank you. Anthony is off on holiday tomorrow, so
I am indeed.
please do have. I mean, don't rob his house. I mean, he might have people house sitting. So
Yeah, dogs. Loads of them.
Yes. Yes, no, thank you, Phil, for all your effort and hard work and time with the pod, mate. Very
Oh
much
yeah.
appreciated.
If we were doing this in person, I'd now produce a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
But we're not, and I'm not going to.
hey, boys, always a pleasure and only sometimes a chore. It's absolutely fine.
And thank you to folks for listening.
Yeah.
It's and getting in touch for our socials is great, and we've made new friends. It's lovely little
Indeed.
community. So so thanks for that. And yeah, as Phil says, all being well, we'll be back next week. Next week? No, next season.
Not happening. No.
No.
Champions League final tomorrow, boys. Who's going to win it? Last comments.
Real Madrid.
I will go Liverpool.
Yeah, and Liverpool is what I'm saying. So, Mike,
Yeah.
you're wrong.
All right, cool.
Boys, have a lovely summer. And thank you, everyone, for listening. We really do appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye
Thank
now.
you. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.